Hey everybody, welcome to Photo Blue, and today I'm going to show you how to use quick masks in Gimp. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to show you a couple of little techniques in here that have to do with masking. And masking is used to combine multiple images or to do effects on certain areas of images and such. Alright, so if you see this little square down at the corner here, if we click on this, this toggles the quick mask on and off. And if we right click on here and we look, the quick mask is at 50% right now. And that's so that we can see the photo underneath what's being masked. This is the total mask right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this back on 50% so we can see it again. And I'm going to turn this off. Now if we select certain areas in this photograph and then turn the quick mask on, it affects the quick mask. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to right click, and there's fuzzy select and there's select by color. I'm going to choose select by color, click on this, and I'm going to select the white up in here. Now the areas we're going to mask off are the areas that are not under the bridge. They're outside their sky and their trees. They're already washed out, which is to our advantage to a certain extent. So I'm going to click on the whitest area up here, and it pretty much masks out most of the stuff that we want. And I'm going to show you how to correct what it doesn't do correctly in a bit, and how to tweak the mask. But if we turn this back on again, you'll see it's actually, the mask is actually over the bridge, which is the area we want to show. We want these areas masked. So I'm going to turn this off again and go up to select, and I'm going to go invert. And when I do that and reselect quick mask, you'll see that these areas, which are the reddish areas, are the areas that are now masked. So we need to fix this, obviously, because there's some white and different colors coming through here where there's no red. Now the way the mask works is, if we look at channels, we see the quick mask right here. You can see there's black areas on this white, and the black areas are the areas that are masked. They want to make some of this white black, and so if we select the way we have it, that the brush is black, and select a brush, we can come in here and actually get rid of some of this excess stuff that we don't want. We can change the hardness, which is like the feathering, how soft the edge is on the brush. In this case, we have very sharp edges, so we don't really need a feather edge in this case, but you could do that. Also, we can change the size. I'm going to bring the size up some, just so it takes a little less time for me to fill some of this stuff in. And I'm going to get kind of close to these areas, but not too close right there. And the reason is, I'm going to show you another little trick here. If we go and we zoom in, we can use this tool right here that looks like a lasso. It's a free select. There's scissor select and foreground select too. Those are different. We're going to use the free select. Make sure that's selected. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put the free select here, come down to here, come down to here, following this straight line of the column. And we can come as far as we want over here. We're primarily interested in making sure this line is okay over here. So I'm going to go like this and like this. Now with this selected like this, when we select the brush again, if I go across, you see it doesn't put red or a mask onto the column, because we can only color in the area that is actually outlined there. So these extra things right here, we actually have to deselect, select none, Now we can get these areas right here. All right, so I'm not going to do a perfect job on this because I'm just showing you the basic method to the madness here. So I'm not even going to bother to do this. We could do the same thing over here under these, but this will actually show you like a mask that needs some work at the same time. So let's go back down and take the image or the view to fill the window. And what we're going to do is we're going to also go over here. We're going to take this so we can see it a little bit better. So you can see when we darken this more, the reason we have more transparency to it is to make it easier to see what we're masking. So we can go in and do this and clean up that area. So that looks pretty good there. We can also clean up some of this. Oh, one more thing that I want to do. So let's go back up to view. Let's zoom in here. You can see here there are a few areas that are where we don't want them to be, and all we need to do there is go up here and switch the brush color to white. I'm also going to reduce the size because it's too big in this case. It's probably still a little bit too big. So we can take these areas out, and this area right up here. So we can take those areas out by making them white and switch it back to black again. All right, so now we need to put the mask onto the layer. So in order to do that, we're going to highlight this layer here. Now, if we go to channels, you see in the channels, there's the quick mask in the channels. So we're going to go back here and we're going to merge it into this layer right here. We're going to go to layer, mask, add mask layer, and make sure channel and quick mask are selected. And go add. And so now the mask is in there. We can turn off this red here, and you can see where the squares are, where it's transparent. And you can also see over here where we didn't finish the mask up. So now we're gonna put something. We want to put something behind this. So I have this image here of the sky. I'm going to copy this and go back, and I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to highlight that layer, and then I'm going to go paste. And then it's like a floating selection. The reason it's a floating selection is you can move it around the layer however you want, but it's in the location that we want, so we're going to anchor it. And then we're going to take this. We can hit the arrow and drag it. We should be able to. You can either drag it or you can take this arrow and move it so that it's behind it. And you'll see here, we see through the mask. Now we can touch this up some as well. So we can clean some stuff up some more, but we need to select the layer with the mask. We've got the brush selected here. Let's bring the brush size up a little bit. So we got some stuff going on here. It's not quite fully masked. So we can fill that in if we have any problems with that. And over here where we have these other colors which look white shining through or going through, we can go there and we can correct these too. And then we can also use this tool right here again, the free select tool, and surround that to make it easier to get the mask better. So we can perfect the mask on that level, and so you get it the way you want. If you make mistakes on here, you can add and subtract by using black and white on the mask layer to fix the problems. So that's how you do a quick mask in Gimp. This has been Photo Blue, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.